I've always been a bit of a loner. I've never really been one for crowds or social gatherings. I prefer to be by myself, exploring the world on my own terms. One day I was hitchhiking down a long, deserted stretch of highway. I had been walking for hours, and I was starting to get tired. I was just about to give up when I saw a car coming up behind me. The car pulled over, and the driver rolled down the window. "Where are you headed?" he asked. "I'm going to the next town," I said. "Hop in," he said. "I'm going that way." I got in the car and the driver started driving. We didn't talk much at first. I just stared out the window, watching the scenery go by. After a while, the driver started talking. He told me about his job, his family, and his hobbies. I listened politely, but I wasn't really interested in what he was saying. I was just too tired. I closed my eyes and started to doze off. I was just about asleep when I heard the driver say something that made me sit up straight. "I'm glad I found you," he said. I was starting to get worried. "Worried?" I asked. "About what?" "About being alone out here," he said. "It can be dangerous." I didn't say anything. I just stared at him. I didn't like the way he was looking at me. "I'm just saying," he said. "It's not safe to be out here alone." "I'm fine," I said. "I can take care of myself." "I'm sure you can," he said. "But it's always better to be safe than sorry." I didn't say anything else. I just stared out the window again. I was starting to feel really uneasy. The driver kept talking, but I wasn't listening anymore. I was too busy trying to figure out what was going on. Why was he so interested in me? Why was he warning me about being alone? I didn't know the answers to those questions, but I knew that I wasn't safe. I had to get out of the car. I waited until the driver was looking at the road, and then I opened the door and jumped out. I ran as fast as I could, and I didn't look back. I ran until I couldn't run anymore. I was exhausted, but I knew that I couldn't stop. I had to keep going. I finally stopped running when I came to a small town. I was safe, but I was still shaken up. I didn't know what had just happened, but I knew that I had narrowly escaped something terrible. I never hitchhiked again after that day. I'm not sure what the driver's intentions were, but I'm glad that I got away. I'm just glad that I'm alive.